iPhone tips for seniors. So we're going to look into some iPhone tips for seniors in this video, especially the health app. So how do we use the health app, which is in your iPhone here? So we're going to look into it. I'm going to brief you like what is this app, what can you do with this health app, like what are the features and what can be done and how you can use this app and what, and it's more than what you actually think you can. It does, okay, especially when I first opened the healthcare app. I was like, I have no idea about it and wasn't really bothered about it. But later on, when you try to get use your iPhone more and more, so you know how beneficial this app is, especially for senior people or elderly people. Okay, so in this video, we're going to brief you through like how do you set up your profile on your health app. So how to set up your profile, and then how to set up the summary page, and also like how do you manually add your health data and everything data information on your health app, which you can use it to track easily. So I will be covering all these details in these videos. If you want to know more, please stick watching to this video and let's get started. So what happens on this health app here? So on your iPhone here, you have this health app. This health app is actually beneficial to track your health details and everything. Okay, it's more than what you think it can do. So on your health phone here, so just tap on the health option and then open up this healthcare app. You will get to this summary page here when you open it up. The first thing what we need to do is we need to set up a profile page. Okay, to set up the profile page, what we're going to do is you're going to click on your profile, which is on your top right, which is that your initial or your account icon. So tap on it, and this will open up the screen here. Click on health details. When you click on health details, this is where you add your name, your date of birth, your blood details, and all those things. You can just add it. So you can hit on edit, and then you can just add your like your blood type and all those things. If you want to set it, you can just set it up and then just add it. Okay, add all those details and then hit on done. Okay, and if you're using like wheelchair and stuff, you can also mention it here. You're a wheelchair user, you can add those details under your health information, your health details. Next, you have this medical ID. Okay, this medical ID, what is it? Is it's actually, it helps you to keep your medical details. For example, your basic details like your photo, your phone number, your name. Okay, and if any medications that you're taking, so if you're taking any medications, you can click on add and then add the medications whatever you're taking. All right, and then if you have any allergies, you can add that, and more importantly, the emergency contacts. Okay, tap on the emergency contacts and click on add emergency contact, and you can try to add the emergency contacts whom to reach out to in case it was an emergency. Okay, so you can do that. So once you add all those informations here, what this medical ID actually creates is it actually creates like it saves all these data here. And then here when you once you have added all your details here, you have an option here called emergency access show when locked. Turn this on. Okay, turn this button on and then turn that on. And then another option here, share during emergency call. Tap on this and turn this on as well. Okay, what actually this does is, okay, in case of any emergency, let's say, okay, you're in case of any emergency, you met with an accident or something like that. If you set up a medical ID, they can simply access your medical ID from the emergency contact information itself. So when they access your phone, they don't need your passcode or everything. They can access the emergency information and access your medical ID, which will take you to this page here. So this medical ID page here. So here, if you add your details there, okay, your medical details, your especially your emergency contacts, then they can simply reach out to those people. And the same thing here with this option here, it says share during emergency call. So which means when you like make an emergency call, maybe to a for to make any emergency call, what happens is that these your details will be shared through that emergency call as well. So the emergency provider can also like access your data about you and what medications you take and all those informations before even reaching out to you. So which is very, very, really good actually. So something that not just, this is actually beneficial for elderly people, but it's not specifically just for them, for everyone to use this. You can just turn on these features here and have your medical ID ready just for in case of any emergencies, what I mean, because it might be useful and handy for you at some point in your life. Okay, and Next, what we're going to look into is this. So that's how you set up the profile page. So that is basically your profile page here. Okay. So next, what we're going to do is the summary page. So when you open up this app, so when you open up the health app, it takes you to the summary page. This summary page here, it's actually where you have all the favorites ones. So those details that you want to frequently look into, like have a glance, that will be here. But by default, you'll see a lot of informations here. Like you don't really want to see everything here, right? Like scrolling and checking out everything. So you can customize this. So if you don't want like specific things to appear on this summary page, for example, like goals, I don't want it. There's a small X there. Tap on it, it will be removed. Okay, same thing here. If I don't want to like see any other like options here, like any other details here, like the mental health questionnaire, I don't want to. So just close that. So you can simply close those details that you don't want to like see on your favorites here. And at the same time, you can add stuff that you do want to see on your summary page here, because summary page, you can just add all those important informations which you want to frequently see, like your calories burns or your activity that you have performed, all those details. So if you want to add something, just click on the edit option here, tap on the edit option, and now select what you want to add. So for example, let's say you want to add like your active energy. So let's just tap on it and hit on done, and you'll see your active energy like added here. And this is, it will show you as a glance here. So whatever you add here as a glance, for example, like steps here, how many steps you have covered, it's here. But if you tap on it, then it will open up and provide you more details. Okay, more details of that information. So the same thing here, like for example, energy level, active energy, tap on it, and it will show you more details about it. So this summary, it's like a glance here. So you on the summary page, you just keep a glance on all the items that you want to like actually go through or have a look into it quickly, which you always like use. So that's this summary page is for. So you can fully customize this summary page. Okay, you can add what you want to see and what you don't want to see on this page and everything. You can simply add and delete items on this summary page. So you can simply set up your summary page. So it's one of the features of this health app is this page here. On your summaries, you can just add stuff there and and come back to it whenever you want to, even if it's frequently, it's fine. And the next thing that we're going to look into is manually adding like health data. So if you have like, for example, like if you have like an Apple Watch or something like that, so you can use your Apple Watch, because your Apple Watch will like help you to monitor your like steps, your heartbeat and all those information. So if it's synced to your phone, your Apple Watch can record all this data to your on your like on your health data here. It will be automatically recorded, it will be saved in this app. So that's fine, okay, which is pretty good. So if you have these Apple Watches and stuff, I would suggest you to use it, and you can like monitor your steps and all those things, any activities that you do, including your sleep and all those things. It will be, you can record it. Okay, that's fine, you can do that. Okay, but if you like don't actually, you miss something, or you didn't take your Apple Watch or anything, or you don't take your phone somewhere, so but you want to manually add details, what do? You can simply do that. For example, here, let's steps here, right? So if you tap on these steps here, let's say I went for a walking and I did a lot of steps today, but I don't have my phone, so I didn't take my phone with me, so I can't, my phone couldn't track it. What I'm going to do, just open up steps, and then you'll see add data option here on your top right. Tap on the add data option, and you can simply select the date and time when this happened, and then the steps that you did. For example, I did 200 steps, so I'm going to click on add it. Okay, so when you add it, you can manually add your data here. So see, it shows here once you add data. The same thing you can do for other things. See, it updates here, and then the same thing, the either way you want to add more details. Like for example, uh, if you go to your browse tab here, so there is a browse tab here, click on it, and here you will see more options here. So for example, you want to add your body measurement, so tap on your body measurement. Okay, and you want to add your weight, so select weight. So here it shows all your weights that you have tracked so far. I want to add a data, so click on add data, and then select when and the time, and then you can just add this. Okay, hit on add. So in that way, you will add more data. So you manually are adding data to your tool. Same thing you can do with your heart rate, other body measurements, and all those things. And also, if you want to add your medications, tap on medications here, and you can like add your medication. So you can log your medications. If you click on add medication here, you can select the medication that you take You can search here, or you can manually add these your medication names and everything, and keep a record, and also track a log. So every time for example, you're required to take a medication at a specific time, you can log it here. So every time when that time comes up, you'll get a notification. It's like a timer. It will remind you that you need to take the medications, which is pretty good, right? In that way, you won't be able to miss your medications. So those options are here. So in the medication section, and you can do the same for this quite a lot of categories here. You can just walk through it and add the ones that you think that's beneficial or useful for you, including like nutritions, that you can add whatever you're taking and all those things, and also your sleep as well. See your sleep data, you can add it as well. So it's just pretty handy. It helps you to track and monitor all your day-to-day activities and your health data as well, which will be beneficial for you, especially when you're visiting a doctor or in some kind of emergency and stuff. They can just refer to these data here, so which is pretty good. So basically, that's all I wanted to share on these videos. So these are some of the basic tips and the features of these app here, this health app, which I wanted to share, which will be beneficial for especially for elderly peoples and seniors, because even I didn't know I didn't know the value of this app. But then, as long as we started using it, we start know the what it can do, and there's quite a lot that this app offers. Hope this video was helpful to you all. I will wrap up this video. I will see you all in a new video.